Geboy, weather rates certified 11 years in a row.
Good afternoon, Utah. Happy Wednesday. We are halfway to the weekend, and as we started off this week, it definitely felt like kind of early spring, but we're starting to get kind of back on track when it comes to our temperatures. Today is June 1st, or the first day of meteorological summer. Temperatures coming in just a little bit below average, but thanks to high pressure, we will be warming up to above average by the time we get into tomorrow. But we'll start off with a May recap where our average temperature in Salt Lake City was 59.4. That's when you take the average, the daytime high and the overnight low, and you combine the two. But the average, 61.5. So we actually came in slightly below, but you might have thought it was a wet month. In Salt Lake City, we did see a decent amount of moisture, 1.68 when it comes to our precipitation, but that's also slightly below average. But in other spots across northern Utah, we did come in above average. So in northern Utah, didn't do so bad, but if you get down to Cedar City and St. George, basically tied the record with the lack of precipitation, where Cedar City only got a trace and St. George didn't get anything. So hopefully we can get more wet weather on the way, but with high pressure building in, that's not going to be the case. Our system from yesterday moving well away to our east. And there is a cold front that you can see off the Pacific Northwest. That's going to be a weakening system to try to bring us a little bit more cloud coverage by the end of the week. But as we go throughout the rest of this work week, we'll be staying on the dry side of things. Here's the view from Snow Basin looking towards Mount Ogden. You got some high cirrus clouds above. You got some snow down below. Absolutely beautiful. It's nice to be able to see some snow-capped mountains still, and knowing all of that water is going to run off and head down into our streams and hopefully down into our reservoirs because we need the water. But down in St. George, not a cloud in the sky, all quiet with our Dixie Tech camera. It's just been a beautiful day in St. George, albeit a warm one. In Salt Lake City, we'll see pleasant conditions as we go from the rest of the afternoon into the early stretches of the evening. By 8 o'clock, temperatures in the middle 60s in Salt Lake City, and those temperatures will continue to cool down. We'll be in the middle 50s by midnight. So definitely going to be on the sweater weather side of things as we go throughout the overnight, as we'll see our temperature eventually drop to around 50 degrees in Salt Lake City, climbing to 82 by tomorrow afternoon, though. So going to be quite a bit warmer compared to what we're finding for today. 94 degrees for a high down in St. George. Cedar City returns to 80 degrees. Moab at 90. So tomorrow will definitely feel like an early June day. But let's begin the futurecast. And as we go throughout this evening, keeping mostly quiet conditions, mostly clear skies through tonight. Tomorrow we'll see just a little bit more cloud coverage, but only partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies once again. And as I mentioned, as a weak system tries to move in from our west, we could see maybe 1 or 2 showers in the northwestern half of our area on Friday, but with a southerly wind, those temperatures will be warming up even more and will be continuing mostly again on the dry side. In St. George, we'll find a daytime high in the middle 90s the next couple of days, but with breezy and windy conditions, we'll keep an eye on the fire risk. But daytime highs will more or less continue in the middle 90s even to the early stretch of next week, where we could start to see some upper 90s. And along the Wasatch Front, daytime highs will climb into the low and mid 80s the next couple of days. 83 for a high on our Saturday, and then we'll be dropping down into the mid and upper 70s as we see a weak disturbance bring us a slight chance for some wet weather by Monday. But if you want to take your weather with you on the go today, just make sure you download the Pinpoint Weather app. All you have to do is go to the Apple App Store or Google Play, or simply scan the QR code right there on your screen. Stay with us. We'll be right back after the break.